we were teaching a class last semester on climate change, and we were using applied theater techniques to tackle this scientific problem. And that was a first for me because I've thought about how to apply theater to the prison industrial complex, to discrimination in terms of gender or sexuality, but I'd never worked with a scientist or collaborated on a project like this. And so that's what we're talking about: greenhouse gases and plastics and food consumption and the disproportional effects that this has on island communities or developing nations. And that's the trajectory that the class is going. And then we had this series of hate crimes on campus. And we actually had a murder in our community that was linked to a hate crime. And the students walked into class, and it was after one of the incidents at the fraternity house, and you felt the weight that this was having. You saw it in their faces. It was all over the news. And my co-instructor Godfrey and I said, we've got to talk about this. And we took 5 and we said, should we dedicate the class to this conversation? And we did. And what we did was we were using story circles in that class where every member of the group has to tell a story. It has to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it has a time limit. And the rest of the group can't respond. They can only listen. And it's an exercise in deep listening. And then we process at the end, but it's about deep listening. So you're not supposed to be thinking in advance of the story you're telling. You're supposed to listen and absorb and respond in an organic way.